Go.
Oh, yeah. Well, welcome back, MGM Marketabilities podcast. And it's time that we confront what we talked about a few podcasts ago.
A few podcasts. And I know everybody's been waiting for the photos, and they've emailed, they've texted, like, where is the final result?
Yep. All right, Angie, did you clean out?
Dude, listen, they're going to have to wait a little bit longer. And I did not procrastinate. The whole topic was procrastination or putting off, or what was the word you used?
Neglect.
It made me feel really badly. So here's what happened. I might have possibly neglected that for something else that was put on my plate. Okay. It wasn't. So maybe some people are thinking that that's an excuse.
Yeah.
But there are only so many hours in the day. So I didn't neglect. I put the energy towards something else. And now I have to turn my energy back to that, because guess what? He got his done.
I did do mine. And I actually wasn't sure at some point if I was going to be able to do it, because I didn't have a ladder tall enough.
Excuse.
My best friend kept putting me off, and I was trying to get the ladder. Mm-hmm. And finally I texted him, like, hey man, I want to clean my gutters tomorrow. It's probably the only day I'm going to have to do it. Is there any way you can drop one of your ladders off? Because he has like 10 of them. Uh-huh. And it's like 9:30 at night. Oh. And we hear someone outside like throwing stuff around. And I'm like, that's like right outside our house. And I look out,
the ladder.
And he just dropped it in our yard and drove off.
Oh my God. Those are the best kinds of friends though. They don't stay. They just bring you what you need. There it is.
And he didn't even reply. Like he did. Like I think he eventually texted me. He's like, hey, I left the ladder outside your house. And I'm like, yeah, we heard you.
I just took all your excuses away, but you got it done.
I did, yeah. And it was kind of annoying. So I was going to do it like first thing in the morning, get a phone call from my brother-in-law, or I think he called Lena.
Okay.
And he was like, hey,
I
need you to watch my son. No one else can right now. I need to like go and do some things, but I can't take him with me.
Okay.
Lena had to work. So guess who had to actually babysit?
You're up on the ladder, man. There's nothing you can do.
But this was before it happened, before I even got to it. Yeah. It was like later that night. It was like 10 p.m. when he called us.
Jeez.
And I was like, okay, I'll watch him. And I'm not like a babysitter. Like,
no, you're not.
By the way.
That's crazy.
So
what do you do? Put him on a drum set?
No, we just hung out. We played. We threw some balls around. He's like 1.5.
Oh, yeah. So he's just entertainment for you.
That's for sure. Yeah. I mean, he exhausted me before I even got to anything. And then I had a client phone call, like right after that.
Okay.
And so I didn't even start cleaning my gutters till like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. I was super annoyed because I was like, I should have been done with this hours ago, and I had every reason to not do it.
And to stop halfway.
Yeah, because I was so tired. And yes, when I got about halfway done, I was like, can I just finish this tomorrow? And I was like, I could.
But Angie's probably already got hers done.
I actually assumed you already did yours.
Dude, so many times I was going to take a photo like I'm failing, but I'm not. I mean, we've taken on some additional responsibilities at the farm, and one of those is an Airbnb. And I'm telling you what, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That I am like a full-time, we've got people to help us clean, but if it's a day of sort of thing, dude, I'm there. I'm housekeeping.
Yeah. Well, but
are you gone?
But no, but you need to tell them it's a whole house.
It is a whole house.
Like it's like a 2-story house.
It's crazy. And bunk beds. If you know what I'm talking about in bunk beds, oh.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get out of that room in less than like an hour making bunk beds.
Yeah. I can't imagine cleaning that.
No.
That's not for me.
I didn't think it was for me either, but it's become a little lucrative, little nest egg thing. Yeah. And they found us. We're in an area that we don't have a lot of competition. So I encourage you, if you've got an old home or, you got a part of your home that you don't use, that there's a separate entrance. I mean, there are qualifiers on there. There are great insurance policies. It's been a good experience, except when I get caught and it's like,
yeah.
I don't clean my garage today. I'm cleaning this thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's worked out well.
That's awesome.
But, I hear you. So I need to delegate. I've got to get my work done.
Does that mean you're going to delegate more things to me?
Would you like to come over and clean the garage out?
How much are you going to pay?
Oh, dude. I don't know. There's that whole mileage thing and all that. I mean, we live at a little distance apart. But no, it's one of those things that...
I have an idea.
Oh, gosh. Here we go. This
so the
scares me.
next show shoot, which is coming up in a couple weeks,
I have to have it done
You
by then.
get the whole team
to
move
do
stuff
that.
around for you.
Most of it's going to go to Goodwill or just give it away. I put it all out there, but now it's like so icky that it's like, okay, now I'm embarrassed to take it somewhere. So I feel I have to go through it again and get rid of what I want to get rid of, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
Stuff. Oh, who needs it? A lot of stuff.
Yeah, we really don't need as much stuff as we have.
And we feel so good when
Literally,
it's gone.
I'm looking at like parts of my studio right now, and I'm like, why do I have all this stuff? And I know why I have it, but it's just like, do I need it?
Maybe one day you will.
We'll see.
I don't know. There's something to that though. It makes you feel good when you give things away. There's a rule. They say if you don't wear things or use something, is it the year or a couple months, you're supposed to get rid of it.
Yeah, it's interesting though where we live because we have all 4 seasons.
Yes.
And so some of that stuff you literally don't touch for a year.
That's right.
Because it's not cold until, now or whatever.
So you need it.
So, but yes, when I lived in Arizona, I was like, I don't need any of these jackets, any of these coats. Like,
and you got rid of everything?
I think wait, yes.
You did?
I actually got rid of all my winter coats.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, or I just left them at home and my mom uses them now.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that was smart.
Yeah.
Just drop them off with somebody else.
Right.
Who doesn't need all that stuff either. So, all right. What sort of tangible, important lesson, because the idea is to learn, to develop, and to launch. I don't know if that's your business. I don't know if that's an idea. I don't know if that's you personally, but I feel like we need to give the people something.
Well, I think we need to talk about kind of the art of getting things done no matter what.
That's right. I mean, there are so many hours in the day, but like we tell our team all of the time, if you have an appointment in the morning or you choose to go to breakfast with whomever, that's fine. But just know that you'll be working night side because you've got to get certain things done in the day. Yeah.
One of my quotes that I really like, I still ponder a lot. Is people talk about life. They're like, life is a choice. And I don't believe that. I believe life is choice, and it's the choices that you make. Whether you scroll on your phone for 5 minutes or go wash the dishes for 5 minutes, it actually plays a role in like how you do everything. Because once you make the good conscious choice of doing something and getting it done, then you can move on to the next thing, because now that thing that you was like annoying your brain a little bit because you're like, oh, I haven't gotten that done yet. And now it's done. You can move on to the next thing. Absolutely. And I think I shared it, or maybe we've just talked about it in passing, but I'm utilizing it and referring back to it every day now. I heard this said, and it would just, wow, it just resonated. You're to use your time, not spend it. You know, we're spending so much time doing whatever, scrolling, whatever. But are you using your time? And using your time is really how you leave behind a legacy. Yeah. And I think it's a good question for you to ask yourself today, every night is, how did I use my time today? Yeah. Or did I just spend it? Right. Spending did I waste my time. Oh. Yeah. And those days that you did. Yeah. And it's okay to feel bad in that moment and be like, oh, I did not spend it well. But make sure you learn from that moment. Because if you just say, oh, I messed up today, whatever, I'll do better tomorrow, you're not going to do better tomorrow. Right. Like you actually have to internalize it and understand what you did wrong so that you can fix it. Oftentimes, I do this a lot whenever I am like tired or exhausted and I just need sleep and I just need to recuperate. I will blow past everything that is like going on in my life. I'll get it done, but I won't get it done as well as I could have. I'll try to get it done and move on to the next thing. Okay. Right. And so that is something that's really hard for me to do whenever I do get bogged down is actually assess what I did not do well. Yeah. And understand how I can fix it. Now, of course, when I'm sleeping and eating healthy and all that stuff, I can do that, right? Because I have a much more conscious mind and I'm not exhausted. But it's interesting that whenever I get tired, I tend to skip those steps. Oh, wow. Something I need to share too. It's like you have those days where you're
wasting time, right? You're just spending it and not spending it well. And like you said, you kind of recognize your mindset when you're in this part of your life or your day or your month or whatever you're having. And I've noticed of late, I really get down on myself if I don't feel like I accomplish certain things within a day,
Same.
right?
Yeah.
But then I had a friend call, and I'm only saying this because it doesn't apply all of the time, but it applies at the perfect time when you need it most. And it's something that's found often in Ecclesiastes. She pointed me towards that to read in the Bible. And it is about rest and taking that time. Don't panic because you don't have it all done and you're still figuring some things out, because that time of rest is okay. And it helps to ensure that you do a better job at things when you eventually do them.
Yeah. Yeah. Real rest is a catalyst for real productivity.
But man, it's tough because rest for me, I feel, if I don't get everything done or I've got so many ideas and things that I want to do, if I take that one day and I just didn't do enough, I didn't put enough effort towards it, I feel a bit like a failure. But what you got to understand is that could be part of the seasonal process.
Well, when does it become I need to get more things done, or is it neglecting rest?
Maybe. Yeah. My sleep, my son noticed that my sleep and everything is jacked up. So maybe that's why I'm just not feeling, or I'm feeling a little off kilter at times. That's
really interesting. I'm just now considering that like a lot of entrepreneurs and people who own their own businesses and are just kind of going for what they want, it so instinctively neglect rest.
I think
And man, that's bad.
It is.
That's really bad.
That's the one thing you think you can catch up on, but it catches you.
Yeah, because I notice that whenever I don't get a lot of rest, things take me longer than they should. Things take longer than they should whenever I'm trying to work on them. But when I do rest, it's like things are easy to do.
Yeah.
And I get them done quickly and well.
And with strength.
Yeah.
Endurance.
So that's interesting.
Wow.
Don't neglect rest.
Yeah.
That's the lesson right now.
That is the lesson.
Yeah.
It is.
Everybody needs it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I feel like that we can launch now. We've learned. We're developing a plan.
And we're resting.
We're launching it, man. We are launching it. I tell you, I want to try that. I don't know if there's anything to it, but I'm a little nervous about melatonin. So I've read things, it's okay, it's not okay, whatever. But then now I've heard about this magnesium spray that people put like on their feet and stuff. Have you heard of that?
I mean, I've heard of like some of it, but I take magnesium every night.
You do?
Yeah, just like the pill form.
Does it like you just feel chilled out or what?
No. For me, mostly it helps with me sleeping deeper. Oh. So it doesn't help me fall asleep.
Okay.
Like for me personally, I know some people it does, but for me personally, it doesn't help me fall asleep. I don't really have a lot of issues with falling asleep.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
I
In
can
front
just
of the television, whatever you're not on.
Yeah, I can fall asleep whenever, wherever, within 10 seconds. It's a blessing, honestly. But no, I noticed that when I take magnesium, I feel like I've slept 8 hours when I've only slept 6. Because I think, and I haven't like measured it on my watch or anything like that, but I feel like I'm getting more REM sleep, deeper sleep.
Okay.
Whenever I take magnesium, like super consistently.
That's what melatonin does to me. And it's a little worrisome though, because you wake up and you're like, whoa, like what happened and where did I go? I've been gone a while. Like that's a lot, I mean, really, you wake up that state of, you were deep sleep. So
you were gone.
Try it for yourself. See if you like it. But anyway, if we find out later it's not good for you, you did not hear it here on Marketabilities. Like we know nothing about what you're talking about.
We are not medical professionals.
No, we're not. We'll put that on the bottom. All right. Okay, guys, thanks so much. We do encourage you, if you want to know more about marketing your business, your idea, you have a concept to explore, whatever it is, why don't you reach out to us, Growing Media Marketing, and we'd love to join you. And we got to rest. We're going to rest at times, and then we can join you on your venture and help you get things done. But we do like to help you find that balance, and we like to be part of things that are successful.
Always.
Bye.
See ya.